from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Miami.
Come on. Hey!
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And able to get this to the 31.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Now we give, it's Jackson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now Willis. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. Allen going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Willis. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Elam able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Fighting through pressure. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10. Here's Allen to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julio Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He'll let this go for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 74 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Jason Elam on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Allen now looks to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his man. Complete. It's Peterson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Gates, 43 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Escapes the defender. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start here with Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Willis. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Willis. Pass complete, it's Adams.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Willis to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth. And joining me, as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here. And both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these 2 teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Here's Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fields on third. Forced out to his right. He'll make a big play on the ground. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They do snap it. Here's Fields. That's caught beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A pistol snap. Fields escapes the pocket, and he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying to right side with Tracy. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now he takes it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape the pressure and get that first down anyway.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Little try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Again, they give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. His first throw is an interception. As they're looking for Notre Dame. And the Giants will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. They go right back to Tracy, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They send a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll pick up a little down at the 12-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go, son.
Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Angel. Let's go. Sit high.
Tracy has the New York touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Come on, kick it.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
I can't look.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.